Hey everybody, Alex Kazora, SteelersDepot.com, back with some Pittsburgh Steelers recap and analysis of their just insane 23-20 overtime victory against the Cincinnati Bengals week 1 on Sunday afternoon. Just an insane game, which really we come to expect as Steeler fans. If your heart hasn't jumped out of your chest 5 times during a game, then they probably didn't play that week. And so I don't know where to begin in this one. I'll just go through some rapid fire thoughts on the game. While my calendar says 2022, it certainly has a feel of 2019. That's essentially the way this game went today, with a defense that was dominant and took the ball away time and time and time again, followed by an offense that was trying to figure it out and just do enough to get victory, which is what happened on Sunday versus the Bengals. You get 5 turnovers in Pittsburgh. You get the Minkah Fitzpatrick pick 6. I mean, the first 2 defensive plays of the game were a Cam Hayward sack and a Minkah pick 6. I mean, that does not set the stage about what level this defense was at against a potent, top 5 borderline offense in football last year in the Bengals. I don't know what does. And so, I mean, they just got so much pressure. The contain was overall good. When Burrow did scramble, it was more up the middle, but generally speaking, Alex Highsmith was just on fire today. 3 sacks. His goal is 10 this year. He may get that by Halloween. I'm not quite sure. But Cam Hayward, excellent. I mean, the stars played like stars. That's the overall thought. And other guys stepped up as well. Cam Sutton, I thought, did really well today. That great 4th down breakup on Jamar Chase. Obviously, the Bengals still tied that one up in regulation. But overall, the stars played like stars. The defense created splash plays. And that's the number one reason overall why Pittsburgh won this game. Offensively, it was pretty much a mess. A 3rd down was abysmal. I think Pittsburgh was 4 of 15 on 3rd down. The best thing that Pittsburgh did well that the Bengals failed to do was, keep control of the football. No turnovers in this one. Pittsburgh winning the turnover battle 5-0 and still barely winning, which tells you exactly how much this offense struggled. They did at least get a red zone touchdown. That was important. Some creative concepts from Matt Canada, whether that's a reverse flea flicker or a nice tight end screen to Zach Gentry, or even the touchdown to Najee Harris, was a well-designed play overall. But, just offensive line not winning the point of attack in the run game. Pass protection was not that bad. I mean, overall, there were some issues, obviously, but not nearly as bad as we thought it might be given the potency of that Bengals front, especially Trey Hendrickson. So I know Dan Moore got called for holding once, but overall, pass pro, not a big concern in this one, just the lack of a run game. Entirely, Harris didn't look sharp. Of course, leaves with a foot injury there. So that was kind of the story. And again, situational football, his team in 3rd and forever, really stressed this unit and did not, create enough plays there. I did like seeing Pat Freiermuth get involved the way that he got involved, vertically, downfield, making some plays. He could certainly be somebody that becomes more of a downfield weapon than what he was as a rookie. The elephant in the room are the injuries. Just off the top, despite all the injuries, and the report Tuesday is probably going to look pretty gnarly, at least you get a victory against the Bengals week 1. To play the game that you played and to lose it is crushing. And so to win that one, knowing the injuries are coming, that's something that you can at least feel a bit better about. TJ Watt, the biggest name on this list. I don't want to bury the lead here. That's a pec injury. I don't want to necessarily speculate on what it is, but it certainly has the potential to be something borderline season-ending, something that almost certainly will require a trip to injured reserve, barring some sort of just crazy miracle that works out in Pittsburgh's favor. Najee Harris with the foot, reportedly in a boot after the game. Cam Hayward does seem to be okay. DeMarvin Leal seems to be okay. Have to check on Levi Wallace, the cornerback who suffered an ankle sprain. Robert Spillane, I think he got poked in the eye, and so we'll see what happens there. But Watt off the top, his level of dominance. For a team that certainly is going to have to win through the strength of its defense, to lose its best defensive player is a tough pill to swallow. Finally, I want to wrap things up with special teams. I thought Presley Harvin got better as the game went on. He had a great 53-yard punt to the Bengals 9. That was a crucial one when they needed it. And then obviously what you saw in terms of the Bengals, kicking issues, that's the defining moment there with their long snapper being hurt. And if it wasn't for that, the Bengals obviously win this game. They probably win it on the extra point. Minkah Fitzpatrick made an incredible play, but the field goals are not just a kicker kicking. It's an operation. There's a snap, hold, and kick component and a block component to it as well for the protecting team there. And whenever that gets disrupted, it certainly can impact a team in many meaningful ways, whether that's incorrect laces or high snap or slow operation, all those kinds of things. So kudos for the Steelers, and Chris Boswell missed that one from 55 that doinked off the left upright, but you nail it from 53, and that was a beautiful kick there, and you get the victory. So again, with all the injuries, you better come away victorious, and Pittsburgh just has that scratch claw fight mentality that I don't think any other team in the league quite has the way that they have it. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. A lot to recap, a lot to analyze, a lot to learn from an injury standpoint, I'm sure, over the coming days. And of course, I'm sure I'll be reminded of in the comments I was wrong. I picked the Bengals to win this game, and the Bengals did not. Obviously, it was a crazy game. Margin of error so thin, but I was wrong. I will take the L on that one. Happily take the L. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. We'll have a lot more content and analysis and all 22 review later in the week. Again, thank you for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.